back on the Sinister 6 because of Superior 6. So I've been working on them, trying to get them built up. I'm trying to see which ones I really should be working on. And actually, somebody in the comment section let me know that I actually made a mistake in terms of who I should be going for. Let's get to the video.
Everybody loves a hero. People line up for them, cheer them, scream their names, and years later they'll tell how they stood in the rain for hours just to get a glimpse of the one who taught him to hold on a second longer. I believe there's a hero in all of us.
Hi guys, I'm Garvey here, and this is a Marvel Strike Force video. In this video, full disclosure, I'm having to go back and record this video again. I recorded like a 40-minute long video going through exactly what I'm about to have to go through now, and I messed it up. So I'm going back and doing this over again. And here's the issue. So before I released this video, when I made this video last time, my Doc Ock was only 5 red stars. I saw that I was getting everybody else 6-star, and I really want Doc Ock to be part of whatever I do with the Sinister 6 and the Superior 6 going forward, actually. So I went ahead and I pushed myself to go ahead and get A-Force or A-Force. To get X-Force, so I can go ahead and unlock him at 6-star. I'll go into that in a little bit. In my last video, I was debating between Rhino and Electro and Vulture, who I should go after. I went ahead and completed Rhino, went ahead and got Electro, then went into Vulture. Noticed something in him. Actually, while I was doing this video, while I was making that video last week, I noticed something in his kit that I loved. I play tested it, did not work out the way I wanted it to, and this was the manipulation of the turn meter. So I'm not so sure how happy I am with it. I'll evaluate that. Then Mysterio, I love Mysterio. And those of you who are checking out my channel, those of you who are my day ones and the newcomers, one of you put in there and said like, hey, Shocker's the guy you should be going after. I've put some resources into him. I'm gonna look at him a little bit more as well. Now this video is probably gonna get broken up into 2, maybe even 3 parts now that I've named everything. So Joyson, heads up. The thing I tipped you about before, gonna happen now. Anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into them individually, starting with Doc Ock. Now, the reason I'm gonna start with Doc Ock is because he's 6-star, right? And how did I get there? Well, if I go to find, let's go ahead and get here. We go to his event. In his event, I need to go, I gotta click so many places to go. I have to go and farm them. Now, Deadpool, you will be able to find Deadpool in one of the stores. I think it's the Arena store. And I was already working on, Arena Supply Store, or the Arena store. So you'll be able to get him for 500 credits and you'll get like 10 of his shards. So working up to get, as you work up those tiers, if you work up those stars, that's the more stars that you'll be able to get of Doc Ock when you complete all of the X-Force. So you have Deadpool there. I got him from the Arena store. Oop, let's get back in there. And then next up was Cable, who I got from the, if I'm not mistaken, I got him from like War and one of the source. I also was getting X-23 from War. I was getting Domino's shards from the Blitz store. And then Negasonic, I don't remember where I was picking hers up from. I think it was like a combination of like War and something else. Raid. It was Raid supplies where I was getting her from. So basically I took them up to, and it's gonna kick me back out yet. So I took them up to 6-star as soon as I possibly could to work on Doc Ock to get him up to these levels. Now I've already gone through Doc Ock's kit. I'm probably gonna go through it again in a different video, but for right now, I'm going to focus on Mysterio, Vulture, and Shocker. Also, side note, I'm kind of doing it with videos that I've already pre-recorded, using them in different events and different times, because one, my emulator seems to have a problem and keeps crashing, or maybe that's Marvel Strike Force from what I've understood recently, that Marvel Strike Force does have some crash issues. Then number 2, it'll allow me to focus a little bit more on what they're doing and their abilities and see a little bit better. That sounds weird, but it kind of does help see. All right, so I will start off with, who should I start off with? Let's do Mysterio, because I do love Mysterio. And actually, one other thing that I do need to go back on Doc Ock, for those of you who do not know, and like me, I'm figuring this stuff out as well. On his A2, Sinister Recharge, in this he will summon Summoning a missing Sinister 6 ally from the following list: Shocker, Vulture, Rhino, Mysterio, Green Goblin. If the missing Sinister 6 ally is already summoned, fill that character's speed bar by 100%. So typically for me, he summons Shocker. That's the only one he ever summons. It might be because I'm already running Vulture, Rhino, and Electro with him. He doesn't summon Electro. Funny. And my Green Goblin, who knows? However, the other reason why that I discovered in that video, and one thing I want to touch on, the reason why I was so adamant about getting him up to 6-star is that they reflect the rest of the Sinister 6 that are being summoned. They reflect on his power level. So I have these 6 levels here plus this 4 here. That's the same as him. 6-star level tier 4. That is the same as the Doc Ock that I have. So the stronger I make him, which theoretically it makes sense, the stronger I have him, the stronger the Sinister 6 member that I'm summoning will be. It won't always be the same low level. I think that's kind of how it works for Mysterio's minions that he calls up. So I'll have Shocker, Vulture, I don't really need. Rhino, don't really need. Mysterio, Green Goblin. I mean, I have yet to see him be summoned by Doc Ock. Not yet. It's always Shocker. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead back out of that and go into Mysterio. Now Mysterio on the old 1-2. Clear 2 positive effects from primary target. Attack primary target for 200% damage. In war, gain 2 evades. Gain +1 charge up to a maximum. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. Now here's the thing, and then plus 50% damage, and then you clear 3 positive effects if you take that up to level 7. Here's the thing. I need to start paying more attention to, and I'll go ahead and get my handy dandy notebook out. Wow, that sounded so Blue's Clues-ish. Let me go ahead and get my notebook out, because I need to start figuring out when I'm going to be using these characters in specific areas, specific PvE content. So I think that the Sinister 6 work well in war, but I'm gonna try to keep a note of that to be sure. Now, Master of Illusion. Excuse me, a little choked up. Let me get that water real quick. All right, so Master of Illusion. Apply blind to the primary target. Apply ability block for 2 turns to the primary target in war. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, apply blind to all enemies. This character gains plus 100,000% extra focus, 100% chance to gain an assist from a random Sinister 6 ally, and then 100% chance to gain assist from a random ally. And then if I take that up to level 7, it would have been apply ability block to random allies, and it always can assist from a random ally. I do want to do this for Mysterio. This is the other thing I'm giving you guys tips on, or at least what I found to be useful for me. I have so many characters, and then so many times I say I want to take something level 7, I want to take this level 7, and then I just don't think about it. So now I'm trying to I got my notebook, I got my Marvel Strike Force notebook. So what I'll do is I'll keep notes of who I want to take next, so that way I don't end up just scrolling through and then using my resources on someone I didn't really want to use them on in the first place, or not in the order that I wanted it to be done. Attack all enemies for 290% damage on smoke and mirrors. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, flip all positive effects on all enemies. I love that. I really, really do. It makes me really, really want a superior 6 ally. So far, that Kraven event, vomit, not great. So I haven't gotten anything from Kraven. I'm not about to buy his pack. So apply heal block for 2 turns and disrupted for 2 turns. Disrupted means that enemy can't gain any positive status effects. Heal block, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. To the primary target and then 2 random enemies, plus 60% damage to all allies. Apply heal block and disrupted to all enemies. For 2 turns. Oh, this was 2 random enemies, and then if I take it level 7, it'll be all enemies. And this also, it has a summon thing here. Summon a mirror image from for each charged on this character up to a maximum of 5 mirror images, then lose all charge. I gotta be honest, the summoning thing is an awesome dynamic for me. This is the first game where I've had it like this, meaning you're playing against other players, you're playing against PvE content. It's not like an RPG like I used to play back in the day where you're summoning certain things. In this one, you're summoning them to fight, and in other games like DC Legends, Disney Sorcerer's Arena, other games I play like this, that didn't really happen. Raid Shadow Legends, it didn't happen. I love this mechanic in the game. Okay, and then the summoner, I'm going to go ahead and go to the summons now. So tier 14, they have the old 1-2 is their ability, and then this thing. This ability is locked. Master of Illusion. If Mysterio is an ally and dead, revive him with 20% base health. And then you can unlock these as you go. I do not know. Help me. I don't know how I'm supposed to unlock those abilities. Tell me how to unlock it, yo. Does this just get unlocked at, like, I don't know. Help me. How do I unlock that? I want to unlock that immediately. All right, so and then going on to Grand Masquerade. And I've taken this ability already to level 5. On spawn, apply 2 deflect, 2 self, and all Sinister 6 allies. So running in with Sinister 6, soon as we start, everybody has 2 deflect. Awesome. Gain immunity. In war, gain +2 charge up to a maximum of 5. Summon 3 mirror images. That's all on the passive, all on spawn. So I'm getting 3 mirror images to start off with, the 2 charge, that's in war. Then the immunity, which means I'm not going to get any negative status effects. And then I'm putting 2 deflect on all of my Sinister 6 allies. We love to see it. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, enemies cannot gain immunity. That is nice. Just outright, you can't do that if I have 2 superior 6 allies. On death, summon 2 mirror images with 2 death proof. One of the mirror images has their special ability. Aha! So, I cannot unlock that special ability with some kind of resource that can be put into the summoned Mysterios. It only happens when he dies, and one of the 2 that are summoned are going to have that ability. In war, summon an additional mirror image with 2 death proof. So that means I would summon 3 in war, but only 2 outside of war. On mirror image death, gain stealth. So when the mirror image dies, I'm stealth, we're good, Gucci. Gain +2, 20% focus per non-summoned Spider-Verse ally. Spider-Verse allies gain +20% focus. Spider-Verse allies gain +20% health. This helped me get past Dark Dimension 3. I was stuck there for a minute. It's helped me with a lot of content because I need city characters, and all of the Sinister 6 are city characters. I got stuck on global, then I got a little bit stuck on city. I'm good now. I finished Dark Dimension 3, and I'm still working on 4 right now. That's Mysterio. Now, Vulture. And I can tell you, Supersonic is the one I have the issue with. Supersonic is an awesome ability, but can I use it? Now, you know what? We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's go ahead and start off with Liftoff. Attack primary target for 210% damage, plus 30% damage per negative status effect on the primary target. So, stack up a lot of negative status effects, a lot of debuffs on them. If the target is below 50% max health, this attack deals an additional 150% damage. That would be 40% on top of that 210, which would make it 250. And it says damage to primary target. I'm guessing that max health thing being plus 150 probably isn't going to be an additional. So it'd be 400 total. All right. So, and then plus 10% per status effect. So that's another 40% per negative status effect. Love to see it. Fight and Flight. Attack primary target and adjacent targets for 240% damage, plus clear 2 positive status effects from each target, plus offense down for 2 turns. Set plus 70% chance to apply slow for 2 turns. That's a lot of stuff going on there. A lot. This attack gains plus 100% extra focus. Extra focus means you're more likely to lay down your negative status effects. Plus 60% damage to primary and secondary targets, so that'd be 300% total. Apply offensive down for 2 turns instead of the 1 to 2 turns, and then always apply slow instead of 70% chance. Now, this is the one I have a problem with. Supersonic. Attack all enemies for 260% damage, plus reduce speed by 25%. Speed bar by 25%. Now, the thing I went and checked in that previous video that I did that I wasn't able to release is this A3. I would love to have been able to open up with it. However, when you start, as you can see up at the top actually, it starts on a cooldown. So you need 2 more ability energy before you can even use it, which then means that the idea of him being the fastest and being able to lay that down for the rest of the team is kind of gone, which is really a bummer to me. This attack deals an additional 150% damage to targets who are below 50% health. And here's the other problem too, or the other thing I was thinking of, is that for me, and this is something I went into before, speed and stun are like very, very crucial to games like this, where if I can go first, a lot of times I have a massive advantage unless I'm going up against like a very, very well-built defensive team. And then stun means if you can't hit me, if you can't hurt me, if you can't hit me because you're stunned, that's a plus. That's a huge plus. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go check the stats. And as you can see, my idea was that I want Vulture to hopefully go first. Now there's 200 and I don't know what, 30 characters in this game. It's a lot of characters in this game. He's coming in barely in the top 30. He's number 29 in the top 30. There's a lot that tie with him, like at least 11 that tie with him. And also, so you guys know, heads up, I have this set to level 80, gear tier 14, and then 7 on all the basics. The basics maxed out, 6-star, 6-star. Now I know what you're saying. What about their max potential, etc., etc. But the thing is that right now what I'm trying to focus on is what's realistic for me. What's realistic for me is the fact that I am actually going to not have them fully maxed out immediately, and maybe not anytime soon. I'm not 100% sure that I'll have them maxed out anytime soon. So I'm most likely gonna have them at level 7 for most, like at level 6 really, for most of their abilities, and level 4 for the passive, and then maybe I can get up to level 7, but I'm not touching 90 or 95 anytime soon. I'm not really touching 7-star very often. So this is like the range I'm gonna try to stay in terms of like analyzing their stats and what they can do for me. So yeah, he's not the fastest, plus, and I mean he's top 30, you know, top 20 if there's a big ass tie. So he's not the fastest per se, and I don't get to use that ability. I would love to be able to give him some ability energy in the beginning so that way that ability goes. Anyway, that is Vulture. What I will do is, you know what? I'm gonna go to Shocker now and evaluate whether I did that wrong. And then after I look at Shocker, I'm gonna go ahead and go into Blitz in part 2, or I guess part 3 now. So I'll do a cut there. So actually, no. Actually, yes. Let's go and go to Shocker. All right, so Shocker, I went ahead and like farmed up enough of the red stars to take him to 6-star, 6 red stars. So I farmed his yellow stars. I already had, by going to that incursion campaign, I already had him 7-star because I got it just coincidentally through one of the nodes, and I had him like at 4-star. So I went ahead and farmed him a bit. You can find him in one of the nodes, if I'm not mistaken, and one of the low-cost nodes as well. So you can find him here, Hero 39. It's 4, and it's going to land pretty quickly, so you'll be able to level him up relatively fast from a free-to-play perspective. All right, have him now here, level 9. Now I'm going to read through his kit. I feel like if I train now, if I get him up to level 75, I'll do it. Nope, only level 72, so I'll wait. Now, Concussion Bolt. Attack primary target for 220% piercing. Piercing means that it ignores defense, which is nice. Apply assist now to the highest damage Sinister 6 ally. Okay, not bad. Generate one ability energy for self. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, generate 1 ability energy for all Sinister 6 allies. That would be helpful if I could have superior 6 allies with Vulture and then Shocker. Then I could use, I still wouldn't be able to use that A2 or A3 from Vulture to reduce their speed bars. I'm really trying to get Vulture to go first and then use his A3 to reduce the turn meter of everyone to open it up for us, for my squad, to be able to take out the enemy. Generate 1 ability energy for all Sinister 6 allies. Apply offense up to self for 1 to 2 turns. Apply offense up to 2 random Sinister 6 allies. Fill speed bar by 80%. Love that. So he's gonna basically go right back to back. Apply offense up for 2 turns to self and all Sinister 6 allies is the level 7. All right, so attack primary and adjacent targets for 120% piercing. If this character has 2 or more superior 6 allies, reduce speed bar by 20% for all targets. I like that as well. However, it's got a gate that's dependent on superior 6. I have no superior 6 right now, and I don't know how good they're going to be. Maybe I want to run the Sinister 6. This is one thing I do like about the Superior 6 and the Sinister 6, that there's like cross like synergies and stuff, but I'm really enjoying playing with the Sinister 6, and they're pretty damn strong since they're reworks. Repeat attack using a new primary target, randomly chosen from the previous secondary targets. So I can do that twice. And then on level 7, repeat attack a third time with a new random secondary target. So I'll do it 3 times, I'll take that level 7. That ain't bad. And if it's doing it 3 times, wait, attack primary and adjacent targets. So I could be reducing their turn meters, their speed bars by like up to 60% if I take this level 7. I might have been wrong. A3 level 7. And I just got a bunch of these T4s. Like I had a bunch of these and I went and I think I put them all into Shuri, I think. Damn, I had a bunch of them. Anyway. All right, so then, and now, did I already do the, that was what that was called, Subsonic Blast? Damn, I do want that. I do want that. But to be fair, he's not even level like 75 yet. I got him level 80 before I can really use him. And now I'm starting to make a slow push up to level 85 for a lot of my heroes. On spawn, apply offense up for 2 turns to self and all Sinister 6 allies. That is nice. In war on spawn, fill speed bar by 75% for a random Sinister 6 protector ally. Wouldn't that just be Rhino? Gain 25% armor plus 10% armor per Sinister 6. Gain 10% damage plus 10% damage per hero enemy. Oh, I should have worked on Shocker. Sinister 6 allies gain 25% armor. He's good. He's good, man. Damn. So, oh, then plus 15% damage. Sinister 6 allies gain plus 25% damage. Damn. I'm saying damn, I'm being a bit dramatic. Like, this isn't like so devastating. I worked on other members of the Sinister 6, Captain Marvel and freaking Icarus. Like, you know, like all valid heroes to work on. However, damn, Shako, what you doing, bruh? And then I only got one more for the ISO 8 here to take care of that as a striker, but I had the blaster, and I was doing a lot of those in the Captain Marvel. Damn. All right, so, oh no, but Captain Marvel's a brawler. Forgive me. So then he's a blaster, and it says Sinister 6 protectors by 85%. So what I'm gonna do is go back here and check which ones are protectors, and then we're gonna take a break. So the protector for the Sinister 6, oh, okay, is gonna be either Lizard or Rhino. I don't even have Lizard, so Rhino's gonna be the one to get that 80% speed bar increase. So I do like to see it. So in any case, now I'm gonna move into the videos for the Sinister 6, but I will look at you and say, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you don't like it, subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Subscribe, hit the notification if you wanna see the next video. I'm gonna try to release them up, see, in perfect timing, because now the emulator's frozen. Perfect time for me to transition over into the videos. But thank you guys for watching all the way through. See you next time.